Have you ever done an extreme day trip where you fly somewhere just for the day? Today I flew to Luxembourg City, the capital of Luxembourg, funnily enough. And it's a 1 hour and 20-minute flight from London Stansted, and it cost me only £34 return, so it's an absolute steal. It's the second richest country in Europe by GDP, and public transport is free, so I'm just on the bus ready to hop into the city centre and see what I can fit into a mere 7 hours. First impressions, I've never seen so many people look miserable walking onto an aeroplane before. It's not a good start to the trip. Now this honestly tasted as if you made shortbread into a bun. It was soft and fluffy with a little bit of crisp on top, but it had that rich, buttery flavour. Now this had an almond texture, but not overpowering like in England. This was actually really lovely. I think the difference when you come abroad, there's not as much sugar, it's not too sweet, it's much more enjoyable. Looks like they're taking the Christmas markets down. I'm sure that would have been lovely. Very festive. Just graffiti everywhere. It's such a beautiful place as well, it's such a shame. Made the very silly mistake of not packing gloves. It's -6 degrees here. I just went to a supermarket to try and buy a pair, and every pair of gloves in there was a minimum of €25. So I'm gonna suffer instead. These, do you think they will go with my North Face jacket? Maybe I should go red on red, you know. Now check this out in H&M. My kind of jumper. So a postcard and a stamp cost €2. You can get it from a kiosk, and here's what the post boxes look like. Nice and bright, you can't miss it. Found some children's mittens for €3 in the sale. Wasted 35 minutes of my life. Picking up some gifts for my family, mini waffles. I've actually never seen this many types of waffles in my entire life. Oh, it looks interesting. No idea what that flavour is, but we've got falafel flavour, pesto mozzarella, and about a million others. And when you come to Luxembourg, this is what you come to see. We're at the Casemates. Casemates were a series of tunnels, kilometres long, built for some kind of defence. That's as much as I know right now, but we're going to take a better look. So a ticket was €11, and just so you know, you can't pay by cash. It's just so beautiful. I mean, you can just see how many tunnels there are. And they give you a little map upon entry. You can see how it goes underground here. I mean, this is just a fantastic way to see the city. What great angles. I love a secret tunnel. How high can we go? Oh my god, it's pitch black. I can't see a thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to go up here. Literally goes to a dead end. I guess it's been covered up. How about if we go down? This is going on forever. Almost as many steps as that monastery in Moldova. Ooh. This is a bit more of a better tunnel. I guess we're going up. The thing I particularly love is when you can see a contrast between the modern and the old. You know, you've got the skyscrapers in the background and all of this old lovely stuff here. You know, I really enjoyed the Casemates more than I thought I would. I just love walking around dark tunnels, I think. But learning a little bit about the history and, you know, what makes a city special is definitely captivating. Trying to visit the statue of Melusina, if that's how you pronounce her name, but I think Google Maps is wrong in this case, unless it just wants me to jump a barrier. Taking me on this route, and the statue is literally down there, so we're just gonna have to jump it. So there's a bit of a legend in Luxembourg. Let me read it to you. The legend of Melusina. One day, Count Siegfried was walking on the banks of the river of the Alzette when he met a princess more beautiful than the day. This gorgeous creature was the nymph of the Alzette named Melusina and charmed the valley. Siegfried fell head over heels in love with her, and in no time he had offered her his heart and crowned the young woman, who accepted. Melusina, however, made one condition, which Siegfried had to promise to observe or lose her forever. On Saturdays, the Count was to leave Melusina alone in her room and neither see her nor attempt to find out what she was doing. Siegfried agreed, and the couple married. For years, they lived happily and had many children. One Saturday, however, Siegfried walked past Melusina's room and, hearing a noise, looked through the keyhole. Imagine his horror when he saw her splashing about in a large pool, her body ending in a fishtail. Now that her true nature had been revealed, Melusina uttered a piercing cry and was swallowed up by the earth. Since then, the nymph of the Alzette has been sealed in a rock known as the Bock and only appears once every 7 years, and here she is. A mermaid if I ever saw one. Shouldn't surprise you is that there's more EU flags than there are Luxembourg flags around the city. Just such cute old streets. I think it's perfect to walk around, eat lots of pastries and coffee. I mean, look how cool this stuff looks. I'm definitely coming back for Christmas markets. It's a fantastic place for a quick bite to eat. It's pretty much self-service. Multiple soups you can choose from. You just serve yourself, different types of breads. Plenty of yogurts, desserts, drinks, smoothies, wine, cakes, salads, fruits. Now, some people might mock me for it, but one of the things that makes me happiest in this world is trying new foods in a different country. And when you think about it, food is an essential part of culture. When you try a new dish in another country, you're tasting the food that nations were built on, the food that's brought families together, the food that's brought little pieces of joy to people's lives. And yeah, all the different vegetables and things that are in season in each different country in the world. Obviously it's all different, and it's really fascinating to me how people create these dishes. Perhaps it was naive of me, but I was surprised to hear about just how many national dishes there are in Luxembourg. I'm sure many of them are variations of French and German dishes, but you should definitely check them out. A lot of them do contain pork, so it's a little bit of a problem for me. But yeah, there's green bean soup, there's these wine sausages, there's things that look like dumplings. many different things to try, so get stuck in if you're here. There's quite a few traditional restaurants. A lot of them just happen to be closed on a Monday, and today's Monday, so lucky for me. Just a local warming his feet on the fire.
Très bonne journée à vous. Merci. Au revoir.
All 5 cheeses, definitely incredible. My favourite is the goat's cheese with truffle and honey. Wow, I'm so happy I found that cheese shop. It's actually got a restaurant attached, which I was looking at. I've seen some reviews online about it, traditional Luxembourgish food. But the cheese, oh my gosh, there were so many showstoppers on there. And I did buy a little bit of Gouda with truffle. And the staff was so friendly, honestly, absolutely terrific experience. I also had a glass of the Riesling, which was, yeah, great. I'm not much of a wine drinker, but I really enjoyed the whole experience. You can definitely get a lot done. The city is super small, it's very walkable, so write a long list. You've got time for everything, including multiple meals.